Hey, agriculture. Michael here. In 2011, the Department of Agriculture found that the average American consumes nearly a ton of food every year. That's about 5.5 pounds of dairy, produce, fruits, and vegetables per day. But how does that food get from the farm to your table? Most likely, it doesn't. Upwards of 70% of processed foods on the market don't start on the farm, but in the lab as GMOs. But what exactly are GMOs? I mean, sure, we've always heard about it in the news as some type of chemically mutant food, but is that really what it is? GMO, or genetically modified organism, is actually the result of laboratory process where specific genes of one species are extracted and artificially forced into the genes of an unrelated plant or animal, and is done to improve the plant's productivity, sustainability, and defense. These extracted genes may come from other organisms, bacteria, viruses, insects, animals, or humans. This process is called genetic engineering, or genetic modification, and is comprised of 9 basic steps, in which genes are again extracted and inserted into the fertilized eggs of the target crop. The gene is added into the genome, expressed by the crop, and then inherited by future generations. Once the new gene is implemented, tests are done to determine whether the insertion interferes with other genes that cause unintended effects. If the GMO passes all the tests, it may be considered for commercial production, and its seeds bought by farms to be grown, but not without more help from science. Fertilizer is an organic or chemically created substance that acts as a supplement to replenish soil's nutrients so that plants can grow and prosper. Fertilizers replenish both micronutrients, iron, manganese, and chlorine, and macronutrients, potassium, phosphorus, and nitrogen. Nitrogen, the most essential of the macronutrients, is required by plants to produce amino acids, nucleic acids, and chlorophyll. But plants can't just use the nitrogen gas from the air. They need ammonia. Fertilizers use the Haber-Bosch process, the artificial synthesis of ammonia through the combination of hydrogen gas and nitrogen gas. The ammonia is then made usable for plants. Plants, heavily grown by immigrant farmers. During the 20th century, a large influx of immigrants came to California for various reasons, the main one being the search for work. World War I stoked the fire of Mexican immigration because it offered numerous employment opportunities. Between the years of 1850 to 1870, many Chinese immigrants came to California, with hopes of earning great amounts of money to send to their families back home. Most of them earned jobs as farmers due to California's enriched soil. During the 1890s, however, the Chinese immigration lowered as Japanese immigration increased, due to the fact that Japan had recently opened its doors to the world back in 1860 and was now in search for prosperity and peace.